many episodes?
This
There
is
were
episode
52
52.
cards in the deck.
Yeah, okay, so imagine, okay, so we have 52, right? And every session invests between 4 to 6 hours. So...
Yeah.
52 times 5. That's like 250 hours.
260 hours.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
260. Yep, exactly.
250 on board the sea to be the Pokemon master is my destiny.
No.
No.
How dare you?
I
I
dare a
dare.
lot of things.
I am the Pokemon master.
Are you though?
How many
Baker.
have you filled out your sword and shield decks?
I have not.
Zorn is about to. I just have to get him the dog, the shield
or Blake
dog.
does, one of the two. But that's beside
One
the
of the
point.
two.
Yeah. Hey, Cask, you're a little loud on the keyboard today.
What Zorn should do is like offer up like a prize thing, be like, hey, $10 for the first person who gets it to me. See how quickly they decide to
I could, yeah.
do it.
I could do that. But you know what? We're just waiting on Finn to get in the game.
I mean, it's gonna take me like 15 minutes to get into Roll20.
I know. Probably doesn't help I got music on too, but you know, we'll have to see.
Cause it has to load that too.
Mm-hmm. Also get rid of that because it is working. All right, there we go. Oh, but yeah, so hi folks, how you doing? We're back at D&D. We seem to be getting back into it.
I'm doing
Huzzah.
Mexican.
Yeah, but
Mexico.
yeah. And
Mexicoano.
you may have noticed on Monday I had a busted leg, and I still have a busted leg. It's great fun.
And how is your leg doing, by the way, right now?
It's done being swollen, which is great, but I'm still having trouble walking on it without painkillers, so
It's
that's a
also dead
plus.
inside.
Luckily, I didn't break it, but I got it like bashed to crap to the point where I had to use
Yeah.
crutches to get out of work.
I swear.
I hope those pigs were punished.
No!
No, it's
Yeah,
not
get the
their
black-
fault.
They'll be
Get the black
punished.
leather ball gags out, everyone.
They'll be punished in the future. You'll get to eat it on your platter.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it's not the pig's fault. They were just trying to get out.
Yeah, they
didn't
were trying
know
to-
that they were hurting him.
Well, the problem is when I go in front of someone, they're supposed to release the pressure off those pigs, like basically back the fuck up so I can, move some back and get one to go forward like I'm supposed to. The person didn't do that, and so when I moved, two of them tried to go down a one aisle path with me in front of it and basically caught me, and then I was set up so that they should should be able to push past me, but they didn't. They caught me, flipped me onto my side of my legs, and basically it was like 3 pigs wide, except I'm the small pig at this point, and there's 800 pounds of pork on one leg.
Yeah, he got smashed.
Yeah.
Sounds deliciously painful.
Oh, it was so painful, I almost puked at that pain.
I thought you did puke.
I wanted
He
to.
almost.
All right,
God.
but that's beside the point, as we're all here. So let's get to the game, shall we?
Ease.
Yay.
All right.
With
I've
you
got
and
2
your
mules with me, I'm ready to go.
Last time on the Wings of Freedom, our party split up in the town, found themselves in varying degrees of shopping, bartering, and trying to get into a fist fight as Keatron once more found himself in the company of kobolds. Vicky's brothers Dick and Rick had asked Keatron if he'd wanted to fight for real in their tournament that they have about every Thursday for fighting. And of course, the big man said yes. Once in the ring, he quickly dispatched the 2 grizzled fighters he came upon first, and with his confidence set at all-time high, Keatron decided to challenge the reigning champion, and which happened to be Dick that week. As the cage was lowered around him, Maddie and Vicky soon found themselves down there as well, as they had wanted to go talk with Rick and Dick. The fight ensued, with Keatron throwing many punches, but not seeming to be able to hit this strangely tall and muscular kobold, as with deft blows and rage in his eyes, Keatron once more lost a fight to a kobold. Once the fight was over, Dick and Rick decided to invite the 3 companions back into their counting room, where they informed them of how they had once been captured and tortured by a a man clad in dragon-like armor. Upon further information, they found that... Upon further gathering of information, they found that their bodies had been altered by a goblin of sorts. They don't know how, but they found themselves more draconic and angry until one night they were able to break free from these clutches. And after that, the party soon found themselves out and about once more. However, Keatrin, not having a good time having lost a fight and being called weak by his companions, soon found himself arrested, as even though he didn't intentionally mean it to be bad, was hitting his friends. A night spent in jail, some goals asked about himself by Ungarf. Keatrin soon found himself contemplating whether he'd done the right thing or not. The next morning, the party found themselves quickly heading towards the Storm's Eye. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we find them as they board the ship off to go fight once more.
So where's my private room?
I would like to know also where we are.
Really?
Well, as you say that, Carter looks at you and just goes, well, to answer your question first about the private room, good luck. No. Unless you're paying about 1,000 gold a night, no.
Oh, I just spent 1,000 on a potion.
Nope, too bad. You could get 1,000 for the room. Anywho.
I spent almost I spent around, I think, over 1,000 on a crystal ball. Maybe 2,000? I don't remember.
Well, either way, we do have rooms prepared for you. We'll get to that in a second. But welcome, as I said before, and maybe you weren't listening, because you just asked me that. Welcome to the Eye of the Storm. As he points to the ship, and you see that the Eye of the Storm is a vast cargo ship. I am so sorry. I totally messed up the name. It's the Storm's Eye. Wow.
I was about
Wrong
to say,
thing.
yeah, no, isn't the Storm's Eye?
Reading my notes wrong. That's the DM's fault.
No, I was listening, you just don't seem to be understanding. So.
Yeah. The Storm's Eye is a vast cargo ship of about 200 feet from stem to stern and around 90 feet wide. This is big. Your feet stand upon oaken weathered planks as the whole ship hums with life. Crew members bustle around the ship moving crates, barrels, and other odds and ends about. You hear squawking and chittering as large animals below seem to be making noise. As your eyes roam around the deck, you can see that much of the ship shows some wear and tear from the weather and other things, but there isn't that much damage to it, as any damage that this thing might have sustained in battles or such has been repaired by very skilled hands. You also see that Ungarf is sitting off towards the top of the bow of the ship, as him and his bear sit there contemplating, looking out. And such. Carter is actually behind the wheel, and in front of him you see a big blue crystal that just whoom, 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 is glowing. And as you guys look to the side, you see two crystals on the sides, one in the front and one in the back. And they appear to be bright red and humming with life as you guys take towards the air.
Wow.
Cast the spell. Just kidding.
Wait a minute, you're just gonna dispel?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, if you dispel this magic and we drop all the way into the void, this is gonna be your fault.
So, after you show us what our rooms are, can I get a look at these, cannons of yours?
Well, depends on how we go for the journey, but yeah, maybe. We'll have to see, because you think this is a free ride. Oh no, you're gonna be helping out.
Question,
I'll be
Answer.
cleaning.
Yes, big man, you had a question?
yes, lost my train of thought, thank you, Vicky.
Vicky just sticks her tongue out.
Oh, that's right. Is Ungal here? Did you end
Carter
up getting
points
any
to the
more
front of the
information
ship.
on us? Oh, cool. Great. I'm gonna head up there.
Mm-hmm.
If I remembered correctly, wasn't Keatron in jail?
He was, but he got
Yes.
out that morning.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm remembering things weirdly. Excuse
Mhm.
me.
It's all right. All right, and as Keatron heads off towards the front, you can see that a dwarf comes up, and he's got light leather armor on. His hair is kind of in a mohawk pattern. His beard and stuff is actually closely trimmed for a dwarf. He appears to be decently young, his bronze eyes flashing at you, and he goes, "All right, so, follow me and I'll show you to your room."
How tall is he?
He's about 4'5".
Oh.
Boomy. So taller than Vicky, but smaller than Boomy. Got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he's pretty ripped.
Eat chunk.
Oh, nice. Dang it.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarf man, you gotta love him.
Yes, but anyway. So, if you follow me, I'll show you to your room. All right.
Lead
And
the
as
way.
As he starts heading down, you see that there is one main stairway that heads straight down towards the below the cargo hold. It's kind of right next to it. As you guys descend down, you see that the area below is just a vast area of like ropes and different varying bits of crates and stuff like that. This appears to be like kind of the main hangout. And as he points to the left, he's like, "All right, towards the back, there's the crew galley where we'll be eating and having our meals. And over here is he points to the left and he goes, all right, that's the crew's quarters, and down below us is just where the cargo and the griffins are held, along with any other animals we may be transporting. Please, I ask you, do not go down there unless followed by some of the crew, as you could get yourself hurt, and the griffins might attack if they don't recognize you. Understand?"
Yes.
All right, follow me. And he takes you off towards the crew rooms, and you can see that there's quite a bit. This being a big ship, it definitely can house a bunch of people.
So
and
like,
he's-
do the men and women get separate rooms, or
Ah!
you gotta make a top bunk?
Wait, what?
No.
You don't know what hot bunking is, Vicky?
No. I'm
What's
not a
that?
simpleton.
Well, hot bunking is when we have to share a bed with another crew member.
No, you
Nice.
each have your own bed. That's not a problem, but you're gonna be sharing one room.
Oh.
I can live with that.
Well, me and Maddie over here, we're women.
Don't matter.
I'm, not sure
We-
I'm still not sure about Vicky.
What are you talking about?
And it's also that situation that we all know each other. We've all slept together in one tight area in Vicky's bubble. What's
Yeah.
different than sleeping in one fucking room, Boomy?
What if we like I don't get changed or something?
Vicky just glares at Boomy even more.
I will say I may not understand the concept of constantly changing clothes to be comfortable as I don't wear any, but we have been able to sleep in the same pair of clothes. You've all been able to sleep in the same pair of clothing for our months of travel, so what's any different than doing it again?
Actually, I change clothing. I have like 2 sets of clothes, and I wash them periodically.
You washing?
I want to smack Maddie in the back of the head, just like playfully.
You're
Okay.
too short for that. You know I'm 6 feet tall, right?
Maddie or
No, I'm
Vicky?
Vicky, so I smack Vicky in the back of the head. That's what I meant.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna slap the
Vicky,
horse...
You both end in E. It's really confusing sometimes. I'm not gonna admit.
You guys have a go at me for hitting people, jeez.
I'm just playfully doing like, bam.
Mm.
Well, she has a wig, so I guess she kind of feels it.
It kind of skews your wig, and the dwarf is just looking at there, like tapping his foot, like, "All right, can I finish my tour?" Or like,
Yes.
he looks
Yes.
busy. All right, and he's like, "All right, yours will be the second room on the left. Please follow me." And he kind of walks down, and he goes through a bunch of different crates and stuff like that. You see various different cages and stuff, and the smell that hits you here, as most of you have been on a boat, except for you, Vicky, and Maddie, well, it'd just be Boomy, and it doesn't smell that musty. Is the thing. This definitely smells more airy, but there is definitely a tint of spices and other things that have been seeping into the wood over time and stuff, and gives it a very interesting aroma. But there's definitely not the smell of rot or anything, being an airship.
And the hull of this ship smells much better than the ones I'd been on when I came over from Wildmount.
Hey. Anyway,
Look
here's
at
your
you in
room.
the air.
Yeah, he kind of. He walks you to your room, opens the door, and you can see that there is a decent-sized room. It's got 8 bunks that you can all sleep in comfortably. There's 4 on each side. It's basically a 2x2. There's a couple of chests in there as well, but it doesn't look like everybody can have a chest. If you need to store anything. It's about, I would say, 10 feet wide in all honesty, so it's a little cramped, but not by much.
Is there a window, a porthole?
In this section, no.
Oh, man, we're going into hard danger to fight for the heroes and junk. They can't even give us a window.
Look, the
If
rest
you,
of
if you,
Go ahead.
the rest of the rooms are for the crew and the Griffin Riders, alright? There's not much I can do on that, alright? You are guests, and this is the guest quarters right now.
I was just joking, but it's nice. It's better than nothing.
Alright.
Honestly, I expect nothing, and I'm always happy to get something.
Also, I will specify Batty is human right now.
I figured.
She's
And
not
he-
comfortable being a horse in this situation. With
Yeah,
other
no,
people,
It's a
so.
little cramped, but as you guys are kind of getting settled in, he walks off, but before he leaves, he kind of goes, "Alright, we'll expect you back up topside in about 10 minutes so you can help the crew and start learning what you're going to be doing on this ride, understand?"
Is your tour did not include any sort of relieving facilities?
Oh, down at the end of the hallway. He points down towards the top of the boat.
Okay, cool, thanks.
He kind of waddles out, and you see a bunch of crew that seem to be moving this way and that. They all seem to be working. You hear voices shouting, moving crates and such. You hear the griffins squawking below, along with some hushed voices. As you guys get sealed in. Kiatrin, you're up with Ungarf, as he appears to be reading a piece of paper, looking out.
Good morning.
Morning.
Did we get any extra information on what's going on over there?
Not right now, but what I can tell you is the plan's going so... I sent the plan off last night. They know we're coming. Just hope none of them get captured. Understand?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, on the plus side, if there is no information, then the plan is set in stone.
Well,
Ish.
no plan is ever set in stone, but if you allow a little room for wiggle, it works.
Alright, where the fuck am I about to go? Oh, damn it. Alright, I'm gonna go look for my party. Safe flight. Fucking damn it. Just gonna walk up and see if I can find out where they went.
Yeah.
I wonder how small are the portholes? They're like what, 6 feet tall or 5 feet tall? On the
Your
ship?
room doesn't have a porthole.
No. That's not what I mean by portholes. I forgot what they called. Like the entryways, the doorways, the frame doors. I don't know how
The
to
frame
call them.
doors? They seem to be
Yeah.
actually about 7 feet tall.
Bulkheads?
Oh shit, bulkheads. That's the word. All right, all right,
But-
7 feet tall.
Whereas this doesn't really have a bulkhead. This has more of just a wooden door. It's a wooden ship after all.
Nice.
Well, it depends on the ship, but go on.
So, I mean, it does have varying different areas. You can definitely see that where the crew quarters are is definitely walled off from, like, the main area in the middle where some cargo and, like, hangout area seems to be. Kind of like this seems to be the repair, like, whether you would get the repair stuff, in general, hangout people of people not on deck. And the crew quarters are all spaced out and walled off and such, and you guys have what appears definitely be some of the smaller rooms.
Well, Boomy's gonna put her trunk at the foot of a bed that doesn't already have a chest.
Which makes it even more cramped.
And I'm just gonna not unpack, but get things situated and get a change of clothes or something. So I'm gonna be working. Change into some different clothes.
All right.
I'm wearing my
Keatron,
travel clothes right now.
yeah, Keatron, as you start heading down, you see the dwarf come up, and he kind of like, oh, you come here, and he kind of takes you down and shows you to where your room is, and you see,
Thank you.
you see Boomy at this point kind of starting to unpack her stuff in a very
I was gonna
cramped
say,
space.
he's gonna walk in and see me like with my shirt half off my head.
Well, everyone's still there. No one said they're moved, so.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're all those are all girls that are in the room. As far as Boomy's concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At most, Maddie is just sitting there, just picking through her
Yeah,
satchel.
yeah. Everyone in this party is female at this point, besides Keatron.
Okay.
And Keatron walks in.
Yep.
As far as you know.
I mean, the dragons are girls too, right?
Yeah, everyone's girls.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's
Okay,
fucking girls.
guys.
There's so many. It's a clam fest in here.
Fen,
Yeah.
come on, come
What?
on. You're getting a little off track there, buddy.
All right. Do we all share one room?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Can we
I
have
mean-
Bloomy stuff in another room?
It's our room. We're gonna have to live with it.
I don't think we're gonna fit if she tries to put an extra person's worth of luggage in here.
Hey, come on!
Granted,
so-
yes, it is quite a large chest.
I was expecting more room. Okay, it's not that
Oh.
big. And this room is like 10 feet wide, and okay, it's cramped, but there's not much else I can do with my luggage. Okay.
Boomy, I will tell you very much that I may have never been on something like this before, nor have I ever seen something like this before. I can always expect for the worst when it comes to living conditions for shit I don't know about.
I mean, we have all of us are slept together in my bubble. Is the way to put it.
Your bubble's bigger than this.
Eh.
And plus, we don't have a chest that is literally the size of another person.
It's a trunk, and it's barely big enough that maybe I could fit in it.
Chest.
Oh, there you
trunk is
go.
the
You can
same
sleep in
fucking-
it.
Chest trunk.
Okay,
it looks
you
the
can
same
fit in it
fucking
much more
way.
comfortably. Want to find out? I'll
well,
stuff you in this. You'll
No,
never
let's do
escape.
this. I'm going to go find the captain. He said he wanted to put us to work. I don't want to deal with this right now.
Whatever. I need to get this.
Wait,
Fine,
where
I'll
are-
meet you up top.
Where are the dragons? Viggy as she looks around.
They're
They're in the
right
room,
with
I
you. They
Yep.
Oh,
they're on the bunks.
okay.
As Kuznath came with Boomy, kind of deal, and Aurora live later with Keatron.
Hmm.
At least I'm tiny. I can fit anywhere. Vicky's just like whatever.
Great, we can put you under the bed where you belong. 'Cause you're a
Excuse.
monster.
Vicky just rolls her eyes. She just starts walking out of the room.
What are you giggling at?
I don't know. That was just so stupid what I said, but it's still funny.
Kuznath kind of cocks her head at you, Boomy.
Yeah, Maddie is just as confused.
Well, I'm not allowed to have fun.
No, well, you are allowed to have fun. It's just we're confused by the joke.
You know, monsters under the bed. Vicky's kind of a monster sometimes when she gets like upset because of her. I don't know. See, someone's giggling.
That's Cask. Anywho, as you guys kind of settle down and eventually come out of the cabin, you all head up to the main deck, and you see Carter standing there, and he's like, "Right, so need to put you to work, huh? Because otherwise we ain't going to get there in time, and I'm running a little
better than
too short
listening.
right now."
So, do we get to pick our jobs, or are you just gonna assign us to things randomly?
Well, as he goes to explain what jobs are available, this is where this comes in. This is going to be a series of skill checks to get you guys there.
Ooh.
Oh god.
And basically, you have to tell me how you are helping this ship get there within 8 days. If not, this will take about 12.
Clean.
Okay.
You need 6 successful checks to get there in 8 days. If you fail 4 times, it's going to take you 12.
I want to be the one who inspires the crew. Entertainment.
Well,
I will
it's going to be one person a day basically doing this with the skill checks. So, and if you fail, there will be consequences besides just moving the days. So if you fail 4 times, basically, it's going to take you 12 days. But on the 6th success, then after that, you will be there basically.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay. So
Well,
I need one person
Boomy-
to tell me how you're helping the first day, kind of deal.
I wouldn't mind going first. What is their job wise, or can I just be
tell-
anything?
Tell me how you are helping the crew get from point A to point B. Are you just manning the deck? Are you, are you helping, cook the food? Are you, helping navigate? How are you potentially helping this crew perform better right now?
I wouldn't mind attempting to help with food.
Okay.
I could always use my good berry things after all.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you have like infinite water and infinite food, don't you?
Yeah, I have those spells.
All right.
Ah, that's smart.
Roll me a nature check then, if you are going to help prepare the food. With that, are you using those spells in particular to help?
Yes.
Okay.
So just normal roll?
Mm-hmm.
Nature. That is 23.
Nice.
Oh my god, it's cocked!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck? It's between 3 and 19.
Well,
Yeah.
it rolled a 19 on here, so we're going to go with it, which that is a success. So, for the first day, you all help out with varying degrees of tasks. Boomy, you're kind of learning the way of the cannons, helping them clean and get them ready. You're also showing them kind of, since you do know firearms a little bit more than some of them do, you are able to actually help them, show them how they work and, explain to them kind of deal. Vicky, you're kind of strumming a little bit, helping get a sea shanty going at one point or another with a couple of various bards join in, though a little reluctantly. Keatrind, you're there kind of running about doing various tasks with there's no sails, I'm sorry. With like scrubbing the deck and stuff like that. And as Maddie kind of helps feed you guys and feel the energy in your bodies, you actually feel very motivated to do the work a little bit harder than maybe if you didn't have some good food.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you guys complete the first day very well. It definitely seems like the ship is moving very well. Even Carter's like, damn, this... What did you put in this food? I mean, my God, this is amazing. And as he's kind of talking, you guys are all in the mess hall where, hold on. It's kind of like it's just like kind of just a big area with 3 massive tables in it where all the crew gathers. You can see that each table has a bench on either side that runs the span of the table, along with like a wall in the back where Maddie, you are behind there with the chef helping cook the food and stuff.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using my purify spells and
Hey,
water spells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just your general nature of how to cook food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if I live that long in the woods, I might know a few tricks on cooking.
Mhm. Yeah, and go ahead, friend. You were saying something?
I was gonna ask you and then maybe ask Carter at the same time. Does this ship have like a workshop of some kind?
We kind of set it off in the middle there. It's just for general repairs and such. It's not really a general workspace, as we kind of generally haul cargo. And most of the hands, it's where we store, like, in case, things go wrong. Like, we take ballista, rock attack, various giant eagles and such. Maybe some wyvern riders here or there. It all depends.
I was hoping. Oh well, this is some kind of workspace I could work at. Mind if I work there if no one else is using it at the time?
Sure.
I like to tinker with things.
I mean, go ahead. You have tonight. We'll need you fresh in the morning, though, just so you know.
Of course. You keep feeding me the bitter bean juice that makes me go, and I'll do anything you want me to do.
What is this bean juice you are talking about?
What?
I think it's called coffee. Coffee.
I don't have that on this ship.
Damn it. Get tea.
That we do.
I'll take tea in the morning then.
Hmm, fair enough. Alright. And if nobody else wants to do anything, we can move on.
Yes.
I don't know if
All
you guys
we're
wanted to
doing
talk to
it
anybody or
before
anything.
bed. It's just working on notes and tinkering with like experimental stuff she's working on.
Okay, are you trying to make anything in the night or anything?
Well, I bought a bunch of stuff to make clockwork triggers, so I guess I'll start putting them together during the night.
Okay, how many are you doing?
How many can I do in a night?
Well, it depends how long you want to go.
Well, not until the point where it would make me exhausted.
Okay, so after you guys' shift, you got about, I would say, 2 hours of downtime.
I have enough materials to make 10 of them.
Mm-hmm. You're not gonna be able to do 10 in 2 hours. I can guarantee you that.
How many can I do in 2 hours?
I would say about 3.
Can I just make? Can I make? I'll try to make 3 clockwork triggers then.
Okay, go ahead. Roll me your Tinkerer's check.
Okay.
And these aren't the tripwire ones, right? These are the ones you throw. And they
No, these are
immediately go off.
these are basically the timed ones.
Okay, that go off immediately. All right, not a problem.
Well, not immediately. I can set them to go off. I think I can have a delay of
6 seconds, I believe it was.
a couple, like a few rounds actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. These ones were the minute ones. That's right.
Oof, 11.
All right. As you're not used to this workshop area, there's not even it's not even like a bench or anything. It's like basically 2 crates with some planks over it that seem to just hold the
It's not even
tools.
a workshop. What is
Yeah.
this?
They don't seem to for as big as the ship is, you get the feeling that none of them really keep anything too nailed down, as there's always stuff moving around and stuff like that with the changing air.
Well, how many do I successfully make?
With an 11?
None.
I'm
I've
gonna-
made these a bunch before.
I know. I'm going to give you 1 right now because I don't know. During the night, as you're kind of going through, the wind starts to pick up and it's kind of shaking you all over the place and you're having to steady a little bit more.
So
than normal.
is the rest of the supplies wasted or just not made?
It's not made. It's like they're like
Okay.
they're like half touched, and you kind of had to abandon them as you're kind of like, okay, I gotta just focus on 1 for right now.
Okay, so that's all I want to know. Is no supplies wasted.
No.
Got it.
So
Okay, that's all I want. Thank you.
you get 1 clockwork bomb. Anybody else
well,
want to do
trigger.
anything?
I got a trigger, not the bombs yet.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Mingle.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm gonna read this vampire fairy tale. Because why not?
Okay. As
And the vampire saw the sparkle.
Yep, as you guys kind of wind down for the night and you all get into your cabin, you see Keatron reading a book. Vicky, you're kind of out with the crowds and stuff of people on their that ended the morning shift kind of deal, and the other people are starting to head towards the night shift on this boat. As you kind of just start mingling and talking, you hear various different stories about, oh yeah, I remember the time, I was a sailor on the sea and I saw a kraken in the water, and you realize that man's been drinking. He's never fucking seen a kraken.
Does he have battle?
The
Does he,
Kraken?
does he have battle scars?
He's definitely got battle scars. Just it doesn't look like.
He's not He's not making up to it.
Is there a couple of people telling stories?
Yeah, but this is on top of
just
that.
one?
You're reading a book.
Yeah, alright, fair enough.
Yeah, it just seems to be swapping stories and basically shooting the shit up on deck.
Well, I guess I share my story of how I and my party, the Misfits, we killed a cursed red dragon by plucking the gem out, and we saved the dwarf city.
A lot of the crew seems to be a little enthralled by you, and just like this little tiny kobold going on about how you survived the dragon attack, and
Yeah, I seduced the dragon and prevent them from killing me, and I was a
Roll me
double
a
agent.
deception on that one.
I mean, I did.
You did not seduce it.
Okay, fine.
You talked your way out of a bunch of bad shit.
I seduced
I
the
mean, what
dragon.
introduction is talking your way out of shit?
I want to make an insight.
Deception it is.
I'm gonna do
Deception.
that.
Good luck, fucking.
24.
My stupidly high deception.
Yeah.
Plus 16 to deception. Damn.
Yes.
She's got an 8 in charisma, and she... Yeah.
I mean,
Calm
it's
down,
good.
Cass. Calm down.
Yeah, but...
I'm reading my book. I'm not really looking too much into it.
That's the kind of deal. So, I mean, as she's telling the story, a lot of people seem to be like, oh, you seduced the dragon, huh? And then come the questions.
Okay. Here comes the
About
questions.
how did you seduce him? Did things happen? As a bunch of sailors start getting in very close and like looking at you up and down, like, how the fuck is this gonna work?
Alright, Vicky pulls her dulcimer out and does the same thing that she did. She did her charms. She played such a beautiful song that managed to charm the dragon and actually see value in such a tiny kobold like me.
A lot of the crew's a little impressed. Keatron and Maddie, you would see there's one Goliath that seeing seeing Vicky do this doesn't seem very happy.
And as she's telling her story, she's just like pulls a couple of strings, not really making a song, but just like making like a really generic tune while she's telling the story, while like and she's getting more attention. She's casting, what's it called?
You're casting magic?
Yes, she's casting predestination just to cause sparkles whenever she's like moving her hands and like singing the story.
And as you guys kind of notice, especially you, Keatron, and you, Maddie, with your guys' high perception, you see that as she starts casting the magic and seems to be taking away the atmosphere, this Goliath stomps down underneath the deck.
I'm gonna
I'm
go.
going back to my reading.
I'm gonna
I'm
follow
underneath
him.
the deck.
You're off somewhere. You're off somewhere towards the side of the deck, so he's kind of just walking down the street. Not just walking down the street. Yeah, no, no he's walking
Making
down
our
the
way
stairs.
downtown, faces fast.
But Maddie's gonna follow him.
Okay, you being
Like
stealthy about
Goliath?
it?
Not really.
Okay.
Just more or less intrigued.
All right. As you start heading down there, he's starting to go to the crew quarters, and as he opens the door, his head kind of turns and sees. He's like, "What?"
I was just curious as to why you were upset.
He kind of just huffs a little bit, like,
I just want to make sure everything's okay.
"Everything will be fine once we're done with this job." And he kind of slams the door and goes to the crew's quarters.
Okay, goes back upstairs.
Awkward. Just kidding.
Nope. Is it tomorrow yet?
Yes, and with that, you guys kind of end your night. And in the morning, I need someone else to do something to help this crew out. What are you doing?
Well, I guess I could go next.
Okay.
Well, my skills lie in tinkering and repairs, so... Say, what's my best skill besides tinkering? It's acrobatics, that won't help anything. I guess I'll attempt to help them with repairs around the ship. Because I got tinkerer's tools for that. And
Alright, help
smith's
it keep-
tools, technically.
All right, you're gonna try and help keep the ship running, kind of deal.
Yeah, just helping with general repairs, anything I can help with.
Okay.
Maybe tinker on or fix a cannon or help maintain the cannon. You know, just helping general around the place.
Okay. Go
General
ahead.
repairs and such.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a tinkerer's check.
Hopefully this time it goes well. That is a 2.
Oh!
Even worse.
No.
As you're trying to help the ship out, hold on a minute.
Fuck my dice.
Yep, hold on a minute.
You break one of the gems and the ship.
Hey, it's
Go.
not a nat 1. I'm just not. I just don't know
It's
much
a
about
nat
the ship.
2.
So they have to help me more than I can help them.
That too.
All right. As you guys are flying throughout the day, I mean, it seems to be going okay. Boomer, you're kind of helping with repairs, though you don't understand ship things as that well. And as you're kind of repairing, you kind of come across this line that's going across the deck, and you're like, huh, there seems to be, is that a crack? Huh, let me try and fix that. And as you go to fix it, you suddenly hear something go, and as you realize what you might have done, you hear a bunch of footsteps come running down as Carter comes down. He's like, all right, hit that. Oh, god damn it. Don't get away from that line. Get away. As you see this blue-skinned man come running towards you, and it's just like trying to shoo you away from that line. And as you go to retreat, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oof.
You-
Oof.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
3, 2,
you
3.
fail.
Oof. Oh.
Oh, you get to suffer what Ketchum suffered yesterday.
You take 28 points of electrical damage as suddenly sparks come emitting right into your hands, and immediately your whole body seizes up and just shocks the crap out of you. Yep, immediately Carter is pulling you away, and as you do, you see that the electricity doesn't seem to affect him that much. He's like, "Get out of here!" And he just kind of shoves you away as he like grabs the pipe, and it's kind of like, "Okay, just fix this here." And there.
What? You didn't mention a pipe.
Yeah, I did. This is the pipe that I told you about that you were fixing because you thought
You
there was a
mentioned
crack
you
in it.
mentioned a line in the deck.
Okay, he's fixing the line. My bad.
Like what pipe?
Sorry, I'm getting my words confused. Trying to be dramatic.
You rolled a 2. You thought it was a line, but found out it was a pipe.
There you go.
Either way, DM's being stupid. He's had a hell of a day and is on a lot of painkillers right now, so sorry. As he's fixing it, you can actually see him take like the line and actually put his hand where it is and just like sends electricity out, and the noise that was making goes back to a steady hum as he kind of sits like down and just goes, Don't touch that, please.
Why would something that dangerous not be marked?
Because usually the crew stays away from that. They know better.
Well, I'm not part of normal crew, and I think that should have been in like a orientation about that.
Probably. I will speak to the dwarf. Oh my god, I can't believe Volander did this. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Oh,
What was that? Because that was kind of cool, actually.
that's the main line that powers all the crystals around here so that we continue flying.
Teach me.
Do you know magic?
I know a little about it.
You don't know jack shit, do you?
I mean, okay, look, I was never taught, but I'm a little bit magic, I guess. I mean, I'm a magical person. I have a magical personality.
Oh my fucking god.
God.
Hold on a minute.
My father was magic.
He roll me a deception check.
Well, my father was magic.
Yeah.
Me roll deception.
Yeah. As you're kind of trying to bluff your way through this. Natural 1. Which is funny.
Okay, I quit D&D.
Which is funny because he rolled a 3 but still beats that with his pluses. As he looks at you and just goes, Right, and my mother was a rooster. All right.
Your mother was a rooster.
No.
I mean, my father was magic. He was a magical person. He knew magic.
Yes, but you don't have any magic, so...
I have magic.
Anyway, I have to get back to running the ship. If I don't, we'll see how this goes. And he kind of like gets up and like brushes himself
Magic
off.
of imagination.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of like, kind of are sitting there a little shocked. You guys kind of feel the ship slow down for a little bit as it doesn't seem to have as much power as it had the day before right now. But as time goes on, it does seem to pick up. So you have one success and one failure, technically, as you all are kind of sitting down at the end of the day, eating and drinking food once more.
Boomy definitely looks a little frizzled around the tips of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Ketron's gonna go over towards the captain and just ask, like, so, what exactly happened today? I was down below, like, organizing some shit, and suddenly, like, the whole place tilted one direction. What the fuck happened?
Well, why don't you go ask your friend over there? She can tell you what happened.
What the fuck did you do?
Well, apparently they don't mark the main power lines in this place, and I electrocuted myself.
Why are you touching things? It's not your boat.
I was helping to do repairs, and I saw this weird crack in the ground, and I thought, well, what's this? And no one told me it would electrocute me.
Did you ask anyone?
No.
Then ask before you touch.
You would
Also,
think that would...
speaking about asking things, I'm more of a down-to-ground type of person. What sort of jobs would be good for me, do you think, if I was to help around here, sir?
Well, I don't know you. What do you think you'd be good at?
I have no clue. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. I'm asking you, is there anything that might work like that?
I don't know your skills, sir. I literally just met you 3 days ago.
I punch things.
Okay, that's good in a fight, so guard duty might be good.
Was God? Okay.
I mean, yeah, we gotta watch out for, things in the air. Not, predators do live up here, too. Not just flying
I know.
seagulls.
I just kind of forgot that is a thing here. It's just kind of like, yeah, that's a good point.
Also, if you are, strong of muscle, you can always, go shovel the shit in the Griffin Riders area.
Actually, that's... To be fair, what's the whole deal with the Griffins exactly? Is that like a, because I know that's, we had like the option of either meeting up with some people and going underground or diving in from above on Griffin. What happens per se if we get attacked? Do we bring those out and Griffin those away with them?
The riders are part of our guards, yes, and they usually are there to fly out and help protect us while we deal with the ship-bound enemies. They take care of anything that's flying out there, and also if the enemies are idiots, and sometimes they are, especially over the seas. You get these pirates that get the weird idea. It's like, oh, let's shoot a grappling hook at a low-flying vessel, because over the sea we actually travel a little closer to the water, so that in case something does happen, we can still float and not come careening down.
Fair enough.
Anyway, make a long story boring. The Griffin Riders come out and help protect us.
Well, I figured that. I just wanted to know, like, if we're talking theoretically, for some reason we're going down, is there enough to get us all down, or is it, like, just the Griffin Riders?
We have 5 Griffin Riders right now, and they can usually carry about 1 passenger each. You would definitely be the 1 passenger, but if you're small enough, like your 2 friends over there, and maybe the two young creatures as well, they could definitely fit on more than 1 Griffin.
Noted, okay.
However, if we are supposed to pick up this friend of yours that you left by Westrun, from what you
yeah.
told me, he was a centaur, yes?
Yeah, big, bulky person with very heavy armor.
He might need 2 griffins to get down.
Okay, thank you. I was just curious because I've never really. I mean, I've seen them before. They're up in cages and being sold as pets down at Market. But I never really got to understand what they could do or what they are. I just remember hearing the noise and seeing the bird.
They are very powerful creatures and very proud, also fiercely loyal. Don't go there without their riders. Seriously.
Obviously. Alright, thank you. I just wanted to check up on state of things.
No problem.
Okay. I'm just gonna just go back down and finish eating.
Yeah, well, you're in the same area. You all are kind of, like, when we end the day, you guys all kind of meet in a mess hall, unless you want to
Wait,
go
so
do
I heard him call me short?
Yeah.
Boomy's upset.
So what the fuck did you do exactly? You touched something that wasn't meant to be touched? I don't understand your stupid language. Can you speak clearly?
Maddie, you understand that.
Yes, I do.
I just sort of mumbled incoherently. It's about like it's electricity and stuff.
She's been frazzled.
I'm just writing in my little notebook now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, don't touch things.
I reach over and touch Kietrin.
You can touch that.
I
but
push
nothing
you away
that'll
with
hurt
my
you.
trunk. Stop it.
I hope the next few days go better than that.
Mm-hmm. I nearly lost my staff off the side of the edge because of you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the whole thing tipped to one side. I nearly fell off.
You lost your staff?
I nearly did.
Oh, I thought you said you lost it.
No. If I lost my staff, I would have fucking jumped off after it.
Okay, good. I'm going back to the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, have fun.
Anybody else want to do anything tonight?
He goes over to Maddie and be like,
Mingle.
I didn't nearly lose my staff. I just want to make her feel bad.
I didn't feel bad.
Didn't hear this.
Well, I mean, it didn't work, so.
Yeah, she, like I said, you said, she's frazzled.
She's frazzled. The most that I got out of her incoherent babbling was shit happened.
Wait, you can understand her crazy talk?
I know Goblin now, yes.
I'll have to get you to teach me at some point.
Eh.
She keeps mumbling in it, it's annoying.
Yeah, most of it is just swearing.
Well, I mean, I assume so.
Unless she speaks full-on sentences that are important in Goblin that she doesn't want people to hear, I probably wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, it's well. I'm gonna go, I don't know, stretch on the deck and try and figure out how this whole wind thing. If I'm actually going to have to, if we end up getting to a fight on the ship, I'd like to know or how to balance myself while fighting.
Just
And
don't
this
fall
wind
off.
is much, yeah, I'll try not to. I'm just gonna head up thing and just do a couple of like punches to the air. Not really hitting anything, just practicing.
Yeah, exercising.
You deal 20 damage to the air.
No.
Creates thunder. Bang! Holy shit, what the
No,
fuck?
he's not that kind of monk. Alright. Vicky, you said you wanted to mingle?
Yes. Again.
Okay. Kind of pull it off, and Maddie, as you're kind of walking around during the night, you see that one Goliath is just looking up, like, through the cargo area, just listening to the sounds of laughter, music, and jubilation coming from the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that is not really gonna do much. She's just gonna hang out.
All right, and with that, we come to the third day. All right, who's doing what? And you guys can do more than one day if you want. You don't have to keep taking turns if you can think you have something good. So.
I want to support.
Okay. Go for
Right. So Vicky is gonna do entertainment.
Okay.
So essentially, what she wants to do is pretty much pull holders from out and just pretty much entertain people as she's going around, keep them motivated, and see if she can even cast bardic inspiration on people as well as they're doing tasks to help them out, and even cast what's it called, enhance ability to the ones that are having difficulty doing a specific task.
Okay, bardic inspiration only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, if they're doing something specific, like
Right.
I noticed they need help picking something up, it's just inspiration for that moment.
Okay, well, with the skill checks, it's more along the lines of not really casting spells. It's how you do the skills that they help. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you're kind of doing-
but I'm telling you, what I'm trying to say is that these are my tools, and I'm using these tools to inspire the crew.
Okay, but that's not going to get you the full time, is what I'm trying to explain. Like, what while you have your spells, they'll only last an hour. That's for the one spell. Your bardic inspiration only lasts for 8 minutes tops. You know what I mean? And these skills are going on all day. So what this skill check is more of a how you help the crew kind of deal. You know what I mean? Instead of really using like magic or anything to do that. If it was like only an hour or so, you could definitely do that. But this is to help the whole day kind of deal. You know what I mean?
I mean, so let's say it's 8 hours of work, right?
Yes.
I have 3, 6, 9, and 11 hours of enhance ability.
Okay.
And each
you
spell,
can only keep that on one person oh, wait, no, you can do it with multiple people. That's right.
No, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, this is more like not to enhance a person to work 8 hours straight. But imagine if 1 hour during the day your job feels easier. Wouldn't that be nice? It's like having like a coffee break.
How does that fit into a skill check then?
That's
I
what
don't.
I'm trying
No. It doesn't matter. I will still roll my skill check, but I'm just using this to flavor how I'm helping people out. That
right,
make
but
sense?
if you flavor it that way, you're gonna burn through your spell slots. So if you do fail, what I'm saying is you're not gonna have spell slots. It was what I was trying to get to.
I mean, I
or
go to
bardic
sleep.
inspiration. So that's.
I mean, if I go...
Well,
like,
if she wants to do it that way, I'd say go for it.
I mean, yeah. If you want to, then I will figure out what happens. So.
I mean, since she's burning all her spell slots, if we have a spell check, she'd be at an advantage.
Well, I'm not gonna like burn them all, but I'm gonna burn them like depending of I don't know. I mean, if you think it's a good idea, I'll let you roll it. This is just what I'm offering. I'm up for whatever. But my end goal is I want to motivate the crew.
Right, and you can do that just by a charisma check. Or
if you want me to,
not a charisma
I'll take
check,
that.
By a performance check. I'm sorry, performance.
That sounds
check.
good.
Yeah.
But all right, want me to just do a performance check then?
Yes.
All right, sounds good. And
If you
here goes.
really wanted to, you could
Oh.
technically give yourself bardic
Lucky.
No, she can't. She doesn't have that skill yet, Katrin.
No, like enhance ability to give herself a bone, like an advantage on a.
Oh God. Well, I guess I'm taking the first one.
19.
Yeah. That's a
Then you have
natural
to
one.
take-
That's a 3 and a 1. Damn. All right, hold on a minute.
I guess I didn't do that much of a cheering. Unless like I casted enhanced ability for 8 spell checks.
I mean, you could, but you've already
I-
rolled it.
Yeah.
As you're playing your music, it's definitely come out very nice. I mean, it's not bad. But as you guys are flying along, Kitrin, you're kind of taking the guard duty as you're walking around the perimeter. And then you hear something out in the distance.
Is that a normal sound? So? Fuck. He's gonna go grab someone just to be like, is that I heard something.
Yeah, you grab one of the deck hands. He appears to be human as he's walking by, carrying a little bit of some rope and stuff like that. He's like, what's going on? Huh?
Did you not hear that?
I didn't hear anything, no.
Oh, I heard something in the Can I make a perception check to see if I can spot it?
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
You guys are kind of in the
Perception
clouds and
check.
with the air. You guys are kind of in there.
19.
19. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Just gotta see something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. And as you're looking out, you kind of walk over to the deck, and you see a gigantic shape fly below you. Going a lot
Oh,
faster
and the
than
deck!
the ship.
He just calls out to everyone.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say again? I'm sorry.
All hands on deck.
Yeah. Everybody seems to look at you and like, what?
Below! Big bird! Creature!
You didn't see exactly what it was. You just saw a shape.
Yeah, I assume it's a bird because they fly.
Fair enough. And as you guys are going about your day, all of a sudden you hear a ding 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 coming from the boat.
Vicky rushes.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie rushes.
For her mobility.
Booby's like, what's that bell for?
Yeah, and as you guys get topside, you hear Carter going, "All right, man the cannons, man. Get ready for boarding. Let's see what happens." Oh, jeez, not again. All right, and as you guys kind of get ready, Keatron, are you keeping watch still?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and as you look around, you see in the clouds as you're like looking around, you're kind of looking below, you don't see anything, and then you're like, wait a minute. Animals attack from up, and you look up and you see a gigantic creature descend onto the ship. And this is where we're going to take our break.
Oh, I need to pee. Be right back.
Would I know what this is, considering I believe last time I actually knew what a rock was?
We'll get to there.
Okay.
So before we continue, I can ask a quick question about the deck.
Sure.
Is there a deck gun?
You'll
like
see.
A swivel gun.
You'll see.
I want to man it.
Well, you'll see.
Because I have such a fucking neat idea. I want to try it. I'm so excited. All right, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. As I set up. Alrighty.
You know what I mean by deck gun, though, right?
Yes, I know what you mean. You mean the little handhelds, yeah.
Not little handheld. They're mounted on the gun, on the deck, but they're like swivels, and they're much smaller than a regular cannon. That one person can basically maneuver it and fire it. You played Assassin's Creed 3, haven't you?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and also Sea of Thieves. Wow.
The swivels.
Really? Yeah.
You know, type of thing that Keisha could probably rip off the deck and use as a cannon.
That thing we've been talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. I need to make everyone guns. You get a gun. You get a gun.
If I multi-class with Maddie and I make her a gunslinger, it'll be Boomy's fault.
I'll get you a gun that you can mount on your back and fire with Maddie. Fire.
No, that would be a fucking artisan at that point. The fucking
No, even better.
The fucking artillerist fucking subclass for the
with Artificer.
Yeah, Artificer.
Even better. I will build a chariot and have Maddie pull it and put like a swivel gun on the chariot.
Yeah, if I ever multi-class Maddie into anything, it'll be the Artificer, and she'll be an artillerist, and if I'm allowed, I'll put a turret on my back.
We'll have to see.
Cannon unicorn.
The cannon is called the Kirin.
Yes. And
Yeah, I should totally make a chariot that's attached to Maddie and there's a Boomy riding it with a swivel gun.
Mm-hmm.
Just make turn the unicorn into a technical.
Yeah, but with the Artificer, I could make you guys enchanted items. Granted, it'd be expensive, but I can make you things enchanted.
But you have to give up your like high class stuff for your druidness.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it would be interesting.
I mean, would it make sense for Maddie to become an artificer even?
No, unless she were to get the inspiration to, because she's not a technical person. So it's just like a hypothetical that if she were to be anything related, it would be an artificer, multi-classed into artificer.
I mean, again, I have said multi-classing is allowed in this game, but you just have to explain it to me how the character would come across that, number one. You know what I mean? And number two, kind of, you know, how that would work out. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've been tempted to multi-class into sorcerer with Boomy.
That would totally be up to you, my friend.
Boomy is totally magic. She can cast spells and things. She just doesn't by choice.
Right. All right. All right. I need to use the bathroom. I will be right back. All right, as I finish setting this up. All right.
Oh, so Zorn, wait.
I'm here. What?
I got you your dog.
My dog? What? Oh! After game, please.
I'm interested. I wish to know what this dog is.
Hello,
I just like how I needed to. I like how I just needed to say it once, and then it's just I got you your dog. What? Oh!
Oh man, he was orgasming right there.
Yeah.
You missed it. Zone orgasms. They're all over the place.
Alright, I'm back.
He has. I think he has wireless headphones. He can probably hear us right now. So be careful what you say.
Hey, Zorn, I have wireless headphones. You gotta tell us if we get back.
Zorn is gay.
Well, so are you, but
No, I'm Mexican. It's different.
you're Gaysican.
Gays. No, I'm just Mexican. That's it.
Hey, Zorn.
I'm back. Yeah.
Do you have wireless headphones?
No. Why?
Oh, thank goodness. He couldn't hear us.
You better
Wait,
not say
what
anything
couldn't
that could have been bad on stream.
No.
I said I wasn't sure, so I said it to scare them to make sure they didn't.
Good.
Because they would know that if you did and you heard it, you would murder.
Oh, I just called Cask Gaysican. You know how it is.
No, it's Gordon. Gordon? What? Zorn got the big gay. That's what happened.
What?
Yeah. Zorn is admin.
Ay.
We're a bunch of idiots. That's what we are.
Me mostly.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm just Mexican.
Is that your response?
Mexican idiot.
Yeah. Let me know when you guys are ready to start. You ready to go?
Oh
Yeah,
god.
I
All
peed.
right.
I hear Dark Souls music.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And as you guys all look up towards the top, you see that a giant bird-like shadow descends above you as it almost blots out the sun. It is big. It's not as big as this ship, thank God, but it is the biggest fucking bird you have ever seen. It is just giant. And as you see that, 3 more birds come off to the side of it as well.
Alright. Question.
Not as big, but still bigger than your average person.
Oh god.
And
Oh,
I
I'm
need
so
you all.
tiny.
Really much.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Can't.
I mean, this is what happens. This is what happens because Vicky played music.
Yep.
Vicky, you ruined it. You're gonna kill us all.
You may have attracted
Yeah.
stuff with
Why
For
do
the
I
hunger.
always roll the lowest initiative? God fucking damn it.
I want to roll the lowest, but I always roll the fucking high, really high
If
every
I'm
time.
allowed to, I want to swap with Cask.
Nope. Kiatrin, remember, dragons go on your turn.
Yeah, I know. That's just my character. But I do have a
Oh,
question.
I'm sorry. That was the perception. I'm so sorry. But either way, it doesn't really change the order. Okay.
Yeah, no. With that moment of seeing it above me, I have 2 things to ask. One, do I know what it is now, or no?
Well, you will have to find out when it's your turn.
It's soared above.
I know, but it's coming down at high speeds and it's attacking you. So do you want to stand there and go, I know what this is? On your turn, you can do that. Right now, this is initiative, because if they roll above you, they're going to attack first, all right?
All right.
That's a cloaca.
This is a failed skill check.
Thank you, Vicky.
All right, and you made me lose track of where I was. Sorry.
Don't worry, Vicky did that to me earlier.
And then Maddie. All right, and then these guys.
It's quite the ship, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the low quality shit.
By the
I stretch it.
I had to stretch it. Look, I tried to design. Okay, I tried to design a ship all week, and it looked horrendous. So I actually had to go out and buy a ship. There's no sales on this, just so you guys know. Okay. There's no sales. All right, it's literally just a flat-top ship. Okay. Like I said, I had to literally go buy this because I could not make a ship look right in this game. Makes it very hard, okay?
I thought
use black lines.
I thought I gave you I honestly thought I gave you assets of a ship. I used to remember giving you one.
You gave us the sort of concepts of what would be in a ship. You didn't give us a ship. I went looking as well.
But anyways, let's move on.
But I have a ship that you could have used.
All right, as you guys see. Hold on. Whoops, wrong thing. I need to get them off. There we go.
Oh no, I'm scared. I want to run.
As you see giant birds coming descending above you. 3 of them look smaller than the other one, but the middle one is gigantic with like a 60-foot wingspan as it is coming down at you at top speed. All right, and when that happens, Boomy, it's your turn first. These things are about 100 feet above you right now.
Okay, so what's around me?
A flat deck. You see a crystal in front of you, and these are kind of the entrances where you can go down.
Gotcha. Is there any sort of weaponry, like swivel guns or anything on the deck?
Make me a perception check.
Why am I rolling for shit?
I don't know, but as you look around, you're like, not really much swivelry you can see, but you do have that big gun on your back.
I'll use I will take the judgment out. How much ammo do I have for that? You didn't tell me how much ammo he gave me with it.
Well, how much did you buy for the boom cannon? It runs on the same amount as the boom cannon.
I thought we said we were going to take different ammo because it's more specialized.
Oh, you're right, we did. Shit.
You didn't
Okay.
tell me how much he gave me.
Yeah,
It'll
I'll
take
say he
more
gave
like,
you 30 rounds. 30 rounds.
Okay, I have 40 for the boom cannon.
Well.
Okay, I'm going to do. And these rounds don't require black powder because they're kind of like paper cartridges, right?
Yeah, basically it's like a big ass shotgun shell, is what it is.
Got it. Well, I'm gonna load it. It's only takes 1 shot each.
Yeah, and remember what I said? How tall they are above you?
How high are they above me?
I said 100 feet right now.
That'll be about. What is the hypotenuse of a triangle with 140?
Oh God.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Yeah, and 100 times 100 is what? 10,000?
1,000?
10,000, I think it is.
Oh yeah, that's 10,000. Holy
Yeah, it's
shit.
10,000.
You add the zeros, yeah.
10,000 times.
And 40 times 4. Oh God, dude, it's gonna be fucking huge.
It's 1,000,000.
You ain't gonna hit it.
Oh, I will say, 1,000 times 1,000 is actually 1,000,000.
Right, but the thing is, it's 100 times 100.
A squared plus 1 second. 10,000. It's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Let me do this real quick.
Oh my God.
It's more than 60, I can tell you that.
We're doing mathematics already.
I mean, just.
Wait, why are we doing mathematics?
I don't know,
Just
but if he keeps this up, he's gonna lose his turn.
Just fucking
Well, I
ready.
need to make sure. Okay, well, they're both 100 feet above me. You said, right?
Hey,
Yes.
dude, there's something called ready action. That
Yeah,
is
I'm
really
gonna-
awesome.
move 5, 10, 15, and ready action against this guy over here the moment he's in range.
Okay, not a problem.
Kusnaf is going to, again, fly up full
How?
30 feet.
How?
She has no wings.
Oh yeah,
remember?
that's right. They lost their wings. Kusnaf is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and ready action on a thunder breath the moment it gets in range.
Okay, not a problem.
I did my homeschooling today. I don't need no mathematics right now.
Yeah, and it kind of really slows down combat, Fen. That's why I'm kind of like, it's more than 60. Okay?
Okay.
So,
Just like focus on like
Yeah.
what the DM tells
Alright,
you in
that's your
your actual
turn?
stats.
Yep.
alrighty. And with that, it's your turn, Vicky.
Too far away. Alright, so the 3 birds are 100, and the big one is like really far away, right?
It's 100 as well. They're all at the same height.
Okay, so if I get out of the range, I shouldn't get hit by attack of opportunity, right?
You're not in range right now. It's 100 feet in the air above you. You are not
Okay.
in range of the thing.
Alright, I just want to make sure. Okay, I'm not sure if like Z level applies. Alright, so I'm gonna. You know what? I guess I'm gonna be risky. Alright, I'm gonna like waddle over here. Pop. Like right here. And
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. I want to cast sleep. Sleep has a range of. Actually, no. I take it back. Sleep has a range of 90. That was longer. Well, can I ready action spells, or that's not possible?
Yes, you can.
Oh
Mhm.
shit, I can.
You can ready action anything.
All right then. I guess I want to ready action a spell. I want to ready action
Sleep
Any
at what
spell?
level? Yeah. And if it comes to your turn, it does burn the spell slot.
I mean, obviously. I mean, like, it would be weird if it
Right.
didn't.
No, I'm saying even if you don't cast it, you burn the spell slot.
Oh. Okay. Well, I want to cast sleep at Ooh, or see if it doesn't bite me in the butt. I wanna see if it's a good idea. It shouldn't have that much health, so I'm just gonna risk it. I'm gonna go ahead and cast it at level 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah, let
Not
me
a-
click it. Oh,
well-
do you want me to roll it first, or just?
Nope. You're gonna hold it, and we'll get to your turn. All right. And if nothing
Alright.
gets in your range, which shouldn't be a problem for you in all honesty, at 90 feet,
All right. So my
you know,
bonus,
it'll go off then. Okay.
All right, and then my bonus, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration. If I have range for that. Actually, I have no idea if anybody's close enough.
I think it's 60 feet, right?
No, I think it's shorter than that. Let me check that real quick.
This is
I
why
thi-
this
I-
combat now, because I don't want this later in the game when we have lots
No,
of
but
fighting.
yeah, basic inspiration is 60. All right, so I'm gonna cast it on Boomy. I'm gonna cast
Alright.
Bardic Inspiration on her.
Boomy, you
And I
have
just-
Bardic Inspiration. I'm gonna give you. Oops. Give you a. All right. So you what are you saying to Boomy to inspire her?
I'm just gonna yell at her. We've done this before, Boomy. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of feel a little inspired there, Boomy.